Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Remotes. Yes, remotes. I do love them. As you can see, I got quite a bit of a collection. The reason why I have so many of these remotes is because I'm still trying to find a remote that I really like, the remote I can trust, the remote that can do anything for me that I can actually use while I'm riding. So, what I've got today for you guys is unboxing and a quick review of a new remote by Trampa boards, which is called the Wand. So let's take a look what you're going to get if you order or pre-order one of these remotes. I've got this remote on pre-order, so I paid about £80 delivered to my door. At this particular moment, if you want to order one, it's going to set you back about £150. So the box, just a standard covered box, nothing fancy. Inside you get a bag with a couple of bits, a couple of manuals, a couple of cables, some papers, the remote itself, then the receiver as such, and some packaging. So as you can see, nothing fancy as packaging goes, but that's fine because it's not about the packaging, it's also, or most importantly, all about this beauty right here. So what do we have? Here we go guys, this is the new Trampa Wand remote controller. It is thumb operated, as you can see. It is made out of aluminium, got a nice carbon, real carbon fiber, a battery cover, and that's it pretty much. The round thing right here that some people thought is a bottle opener is actually a round LCD screen. Also with the remote you get the strap, which is quite important. I do like using strap. It's quite large, so will fit over most of the hands and the gloves, which is lovely. It will go through the little loop at the bottom of the remote right here. As I said, it is aluminium. Normally I managed to snap those strap holders or the little loops, as you can see on some of my remotes, or most of my remotes. They are already broken and I'm using tape, so it's good. Trampa decided to use something a bit more solid like aluminium. And here we go. Size wise, oh sorry, let's finish what else you got in the packet. So you got the cables you require to connect and upgrade your existing NRF dongle. I will cover that in a second. You get a nice carbon fiber Trampa keyring, I guess that's what it is, and manuals how to install and quickly about the remote itself and the buttons that are on it. If you require more information, you got little smart scan parts right here, so you can get the VESC manual and the safety warnings. Also Trampa got some YouTube videos on how to do stuff and how to upgrade stuff and how to install stuff, which is quite cool. So let's now take a look a bit closer at this beautiful remote. So let's start with the comparison of the sizes. So in the front of you, Trampa Wand, next to Immersion Nano X, next to Flip Sky Mini, next to Flip Sky VX2, also next to Slick Revolution Smart Remote. What else we got? We got the Alien Command, we've got the waterproof Maytag. So as you can see, it's not a big or small remote. It is quite nice for a larger hand, I would say. So it's like mine, so you can hold it nice and tight. Can't really see it much when you holding it. It's not as small as the Immersion, which I don't really like. Really don't like the position of the thumb. It's kind of too small for me. My thumb doesn't end up where it needs to be. So a little bit more up close. It is quite nice. As I mentioned before, feels quite solid. It doesn't rattle much. Got a bit of rattle where the trigger moves a little bit, but if you look closely, the build quality is very nice. It's all nice and straight. The lever got a nice long run to throttle and the braking, which is very nice. You got the menu buttons and they got really nice solid click to them. So yeah, so far so good. Doesn't have much shape to it, so it's a bit squarey. I think you have to get used to it, I believe, in your hands, because of the shape it doesn't actually fall into your hand ergonomically like some of the remotes do, like for instance the Flip Sky VX2, where they got the imprint of your hand kind of, and you know exactly how to hold it. This one here, yes, does really have a unique shape to it. I do really like the materials used, so it's aluminium and carbon fiber. It's quite nice. So what are the things I didn't like straight away is a bit of a quality of that bottom plate right here. Got some sort of burn marks or glue marks, scratches, nothing massive. The metal part looks absolutely spot on, metal ionized. Also got this laser engraved logos, Trampa and the Wand.New. Positive part or interesting parts about this remote are obviously it feels like someone who knows and someone who've ridden boards have created this remote. The reason why I'm saying so is things are considered that are little but very, very important when you ride. So number one, the movement of the thumb trigger. It's really, really long. So the control, I can imagine, the control of your throttle and your braking will be very, very smooth, very gradual and very progressive, I would say. I haven't tried it yet, but I will very soon. Next step is the batteries. Every single remote that I've tried so far always suffers with having a battery that dies out on you after, let's say, 10-14 hours of use, and then within a month or 3 or 4 months the battery itself that's inbuilt starts going bad or holds the charge less and less every time you use it. So what did Trampa come up with? I'm sure that this will probably get some criticism from other reviewers or riders, but Trampa Wand is actually using 2 AA batteries. I think personally that this is quite cool, because you can always get a set of batteries and then swap them out right before you use. You got this lovely carbon fiber cover that keeps everything intact, and a normal Phillips screw that holds it in place. How long will these batteries last while you're using the remote? I don't know. But imagine you're on the ride and you don't have anywhere to charge your remote. As simple as this, install 2 new batteries and you're good to go. Now this thing right here at the top that you guys, some of you, thought is a bottle opener or something. This is actually a screen. I don't have this remote connected, but let me show you what happens if you press one of the buttons. You get this running logo of the VESC, and this is this screen that you will have. At the moment it's not set up, so I cannot show you too much, but if you look carefully, let me see if I can maybe cover up the screen. You will see the running menu of what you can expect to see on the screen. Straight away I will say that the screen is not the brightest, meaning in a density of light, and it's not the biggest either. So when you are riding, you probably have to kind of get it quite close to your face to see what does it say. So how easy is it to install this new remote? What you guys do need is the NRF dongle by Vesk or Trampa Vesk. You don't need the PPM receiver or anything like this. This is what's going to talk to your remote. This bit here plugs into your ESC and off you go. So compatibility wise, this remote will work with any ESC that is Vesk based and is running the latest Vesk software. So pretty much most of the Chinese ESCs out there, like the FlipSky, who else makes them, Maytech, they are based on Vesk, so this should work. I don't know yet, I will try, so stick around. I'm going to connect this to my FlipSky 6.6 Plus on my Beast and see if this will work. So happy days. Plus, when I've ordered the remote, I've ordered myself the new and upgraded NRF dongle. They're only about 30 quid, so it's not bad at all. If you already have one in your board, the only thing you have to do is you have to upgrade it. So it's not bad at all. So what can you actually see on this remote? Guys, just not to make any mistakes, I will read this off the manual because I have not used this remote as yet, and it's not fully in my memory what you can see, because there is a lot of stuff that you can. So real-time data display, what you can see on this tiny little round screen right there. You will see the current speed status in kilometers an hour, not miles an hour, by the way, so you should know. Average speed, amp draw, duty cycle, average watt hour draw, battery indicator for both the battery and also the remote itself. You can also see recuperation and many more details that can be added later through upgraded software. You can also see the temperature of your Vesk. You can see the temperature of your motors. This is quite cool, and this is without getting your phone out and connecting to your board, trying to look at all those data. You can see it straight away right there on this little screen. Will you be able to during the sun? I don't know. I'll test it later. But so far it looks really cool. There's one or couple of really cool other features with this remote. This remote actually does have a magnet built into the back of it. So you know, one of them, oh damn it, I need to go for a ride, I cannot find my remote. What you can do is stick a piece of metal on your board, and this can actually stick on metal or other magnetic surface. You can also get this remote, if you don't like the thumb operated, you can get it as a pistol grip. It's a kit that can easily be bolted on the bottom of this remote. It's already kind of cut, but not fully, so you can cut it through a couple of holes and you get a trigger and a handle. Another really exciting feature of this remote is IMU. So IMU module that is located inside this remote will learn and study this remote when you connect to your board. This remote will stay there and learn its position in space. I know it sounds kind of funky, and until I try, I don't know how it's going to work out, but it sounds very promising. So pretty much this remote will know the position of itself while you ride. This remote will know that it is upside down and resting on something and will not trigger the board. That is quite cool. This remote will know that you are 5 meters away from your board and will disconnect and stop your board because obviously it's not good for you to have the board flying away from you. This remote will fall asleep as soon as you stop using it for a minute or so, to save the battery, and also so no one can just hit it and the board flies away. It's quite nice, quite cool. This remote will feel if you are falling, because this remote does pick up the position of itself in space, or position in the space around itself. Well, that's pretty much it for this short-ish review. This really nice display, black and white. The original one I saw in France when I met Ted from Trampa and also Vera as well, the co-creators. It was like bluish. This one is more of a it actually does look a bit bluish on the screen, but it's more of a white on black. So as you can see, you get your speed, you get your statuses of the batteries, you get your wattages, you get your motor and EC temperature, and this is your up and down, off we go kind of feel. Don't know, guys. Yeah, it's very different. Very different. Very unusual. Very not what you would think the normal remotes look like. It doesn't. I don't know. Here we go. He's going to sleep now. Bye bye. It's because I was using it for a while. No, it's lovely. It's very nice. Yeah, it's nice. I need to really try it. I really need to try it. Get out there, connect it to my board. I really have good feeling about it. Yes, I do. The quality is nice. I really like that it's nice and straight. Like most of the remotes, besides the Maytag is quite nice and straight all the way around as well. But the other ones, even the ones that cost you 60, 70 quid, all the buttons and triggers, they're all crooked and plastic and they just look Chinese. This one doesn't look as Chinese. I'm not quite actually sure where they're built. I believe Ted said that they actually put them together here in UK. Obviously parts are not from UK, but they are actually put together in UK. And by the way, guys, if you want to see this remote in action, Lee Wright already beat me this time to a proper view where he actually connected that to his Trampa. I don't have a Trampa, I'll be building one, so stick around if you want to see how I'm going to do this. So yeah, check out his channel. I'm going to leave the link to his video in my description below. So take a look. He's actually testing that on his board, and so far he is amazed by it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Ride safely and stay Harry Potter happy and create magic with a new wand. Bye. Sorry guys, I've shut the camera down and I forgot to mention something really important, that this remote does support reverse and also does support a cruise control. That is some cool features. Like I was saying before, this remote got some tiny little features that people do need but miss out, and a lot of companies don't have. So yes, VESC, any EC that is VESC driven can use this remote. This remote does have obviously braking, but also reverse, which is very safe. I think it goes about 3 miles an hour or 5 miles an hour. But if you are strapped up to your board, which normally Trampa boards do have the bindings or full bindings with the heel straps, so this is an awesome feature. So you don't have to hop around to turn around. You can actually reverse back. And also cruise control. I love cruise control. The only remote that I had that had cruise control is this cheap remote that Sleek Revolution used to use, and you kind of drive or ride the board, press on the trigger, and it stays on that mode. It's mechanically driven, so sometimes you kind of hit it while you're actually accelerating. It kind of scares you sometimes, but on this remote here, it's fully controlled. So you're riding the board, you go certain buttons, I think it was twice left or twice right buttons. There's only 2 on the front right here, which is for the menu, and you are on the cruise control, controlled cruise control, which is so cool. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Next one will be me trying this on my beast, on 6.6 plus, by the way, as some guys are just asking me on the Facebook. Yes, I'm gonna be connecting this to 6.6 Flip Sky and using this Trampa dongle, which you do need in order to use this remote. Bye.